supposed to be fresh.
Okay. Hey guys, we're here at the Coalition class, and Simmer is going to help me do this awesome interview here, guys. So I'm going to dip out of the way and run the camera. So yeah.
So today's Saturday Cultivation Classic. Things are wrapping up. We're here with TaraLee Organic CEO and friend, I don't know, Edison Sales. We're just trying to learn about Southern Oregon, say ocean-grown cannabis.
That's right. All right, so the story for us starts basically in Bandon. We are a coastal location. We grow right next to the beach, and we are a soil-based grow. We do like to focus on methods used in no-till farming, and it's just sustainable agriculture.
And why do you do this? Do you do it for flavor or environmentalism or all of the above?
A little bit of all of the above. I'd like to say that we really do hit some terpene concentrations that you don't really get to in other types of farming, but there is, of course, the low impact.
How did you evolve your growing? Did you start with fully organic, you started with soil growing, you transitioned into it? What was the story?
Well, originally, honestly, I've always been a soil grower, but I can't say I've always been a no-till organic grower. It was getting into reading different literature from Jeff Lowenfeld with Teaming with Microbes, also reading things such as like True Living Organics from the Rev, Michael Page. These are types of things that really guided me into adapting what was kind of a loose soil-based type growing using liquid products to really steering away from the liquids and getting deep into understanding how the plants are actually growing.
And a lot of the guys in this company actually work quite a lot with making their own materials, their own ferments from native, abundant materials. Are you guys into that? Are you going to transition that in the future?
We definitely involve that in a lot of what we do. A lot of our raw ingredients that we do use in our soils are very locally sourced. We use a distributor named Down to Earth Distributors, and they're pretty eco-friendly in how they maintain their product coming from very local sources.
Maybe this is out of left field, but do you ever feel, I know lots of companies that call themselves ocean air. Do you ever feel that ocean air impacts the flower?
Most definitely. There's trace elements in there that you don't get anywhere.
It's that salt air, right?
Exactly.
Smell that, come on.
You can smell it.
Can you pick your flower out of a hat, basically?
I would say there's definitely a flavor and taste that you can tell from that for sure.
What would you wish that the world would know about you guys or about how you grow that they don't?
We try to keep it as natural as possible. We're trying to make sure we're producing a plant that grows to its full genetic potential.
Actually, I try to grow organic too, so I try to grow organic. I feel that you maximize the plants. You what the plant wants. I don't know, how else would you put it? You're just kind of getting out of the way of what the plant meant to be, right?
That's exactly it. You're trying to make sure the plant can express the characteristics that it's bred to produce as best as possible.
Arlo, do you have any questions?
You guys see major reductions in pests and pathogens using these methods?
I would say so, especially when you integrate your proper pest management type routines. You do tend to find that your environment balances itself.
Come on in! Here we go! Here we go.
Pest management.
Good. Thank you. Appreciate you taking the time to carry that. I just want to acknowledge that. Not a lot of people out there. It's nice to see folks with passion and dedication. We're walking the talk.
Thank you, man. We appreciate being in an industry event like this where we can find other people that are really pushing the same type of message that we're trying to spread around the industry.
You guys are friendly guys too. Every time we pass by your booth, there's always a smile and a handshake and whatever else.
Thank you.
Nice. Yeah.
Well, we're trying to be inviting. We want everybody to.
And it's really not networking; it's actually bonding.
Exactly.
Really, it's creating, a community and bonding.
Catalyzing this.
We can't grow as an industry if we don't support each other.
That's
Exactly.
Right. We can't see it on camera, obviously. We're standing by this wall with, I don't know, 200-300
Oh yeah,
flowers.
let's look at
Some
this.
of them are
Look at
gorgeous.
this wall.
These different interesting
Terpene complexes.
You guys have a chance to look at that. What do you think about
It's unbelievable seeing the difference that you see in here. There are some varieties in there that have terpene concentrations, specific terpenes that it seems almost
awesome.
like.
I don't know much about awesome.
I know, isn't that crazy? The amount of variety you see in there is blowing my mind.
Is it going to inform you guys in the future? Sorry.
Oh no, I was just going to say, I'm a big fan too of seeing some people with such high levels in concentrated areas. It is impressive because, you have to wonder on some of these who are, breeders, whether they're selecting those terpenes out of F2s or F1s and stabilizing them into generations to be able to really dominate on like the terpenylane or the myrcene or something like that, where some people might think it's accidents, but it might very
Some of them
well
can
be
replicate.
It's super impressive to kind of see that some of these terpenes might be genetically enhanced to be almost dominant in that nature, to where we can treat
Genetically enhanced is a difficult subject with this dominance, right? Like last year, Phylos was involved, and this year that's
Natural enhancement.
Right?
Yeah, through breeding.
I was curious, is looking at the metrics, looking at the chart of the terp, is that going to inform your ability to?
To a large degree, yes. There's definitely what we feel to be a push for a part of the market understanding terpenes in general, and we feel that that will eventually lead into people finding product specifically dialed in for the type of terpene concentration they're looking for.
I'm hoping one day too, based on the terpenes, that dispensaries and whomever does carry flower one day, it might be grocery stores or something, but that those selective terpenes are going to be sought after to where you won't be buying indica sativa, you'll be buying straight after a terpene for a medical benefit or for whatever benefit you're looking for, really, but specifically buying for that characteristic as opposed to a general THC kind of.
Very personalized, customized strains.
That makes sense. Does that, to some degree, take away the spontaneity of, you go to the store and you pick a wine, you don't necessarily always buy the thing that a friend told you, just buy what looks good. Does that take the spontaneity out of
I'd say maybe, but you're always going to have your selection and varieties in the stores. You'll shop with your nose, but to have the educated selection too, to know that if I go to a store, I can find specifically what I'm looking for because they did their research on it and they read it right to make sure it came out exactly the same.
Last question, I'll let you guys go. You're champs. We have a lot of permaculture people here. Do you think organics, permaculture, do you think there's a downward pressure? How do I put this? With the downward pressure of the price of the wheat dropping like a stone, is there a pressure for or against sustainable permaculture practices or dumping salt? You see where I'm getting at?
Yes, I do. I think it will make a lot of people want to start thinking about utilizing methods maybe they didn't want to utilize in the past. Organic growers going non-organic, but it also is a moment like in any industry. Exactly. But it's a moment like any industry. It comes down to when you get in a hole like that, you have to innovate. You have to find a way to take that product and still, without changing your methodology, make it presentable and understandable to consumers.
And certainly if you have the right knowledge, you can do it for probably less cost, right?
Exactly.
If you have the right knowledge. Gentlemen, cheers.
Thank you.
You guys have a chance.
Great to meet you.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, you guys.
That was awesome.
So check these out. Here's their Truly Organic right there. Check them out on Instagram or organic
Instagram, Truly Organic, and on Facebook.
and Facebook, guys. Okay, so
And
check them
hopefully
out.
one day at the tasting club soon.
For sure.
Look at that. And they have award-winning flowers and everything. We're gonna go back. We're gonna down here and look at the wall of terps. I'm gonna show you, and then we're gonna come back by their booths because we got some stuff to show you at their booth too. Okay, I think we're live again. Go ahead, try it again.
So what we're trying to talk about is the terpene concentrations. Everyone knows weed tastes different. But why does it taste different? Here's myrcene, linalool, carryoff. Myrcene is mango, linalool is like lavender, caryophyllene is cloves, spices. So that plant, Wookiees cookies, I guess. Oh, that makes sense. But all these different plants are testing at different terpene concentrations, even though some of them have, go ahead, buddy, even though some of them have higher or lower so-called aroma intensities. I don't know how they're judging the aroma intensity other than just loud as fuck versus quiet. I don't know.
Yeah, look at the wall of terps, you guys.
There's some really
look
interesting
at all
ones.
these tests.
They talked about how most of the high aroma intensity flowers were either high in limonene, like that wedding crasher up there, or that's a number 4 in aroma intensity, or many of them were terpenylene, gassy, OG cookies, some of that shit. So it's really interesting. There's probably 300 different flowers here. I hope
Yeah,
they're on
how
the
many
website.
is there? I don't know. Are they going to have it available on the website? We need to
hope
find
so.
that out because if they don't, we need to take
They
pictures
said
and
they
like
would
have
last
that.
year, but then they didn't. So-
Okay, we're going to try and walk all the way down the wall of
Right.
terps. And if we get disconnected, we'll connect on the other side. So let's try it. We'll go really slow and hopefully we can go down the wall of terps.
Look at how cool some of these flowers look.
Yeah, some of the flowers are just beautiful. Just beautiful. Look at that.
So look at this, 4.3 But honestly, this is probably kind of disgusting because a lot of people don't like high myrcene flowers. Tara was talking about how myrcene smells disgusting. So I'm curious what that tastes like, actually.
Yeah, look at that. 4.3.
All right.
What's the highest, I wonder, in aroma intensity? We're live on tour. Want to say hi? Woo! And who do we have here? Check it. Instagram. Heck yeah. We're going to do an interview. Yeah, we're going to do an interview with you. We're going to have an all-girls panel with Beth. Yeah. Good. You want to sit down? Okay, I hope you guys are enjoying this. It's actually, I'm surprised I actually came in over here. Check that out. The wall of charts, guys. So we lost our friend Fumidar down there. He's slowly coming top of the charts. Blueberry muffin. Let's focus in on that blueberry muffin. Blackberry
I was trying to get the explanation for osamine, but I could not get it. It is apparently an obscure terpene.
Oh, okay. So we don't actually know. Black cherry punch. Wow, look at that. Look at the color of that one. Yeah. Okay, so where do we want to go next? So those guys are damn pure certified. Should we see if they want to do here? Hold that for a minute.
Sure.
For that.
Hey, cheers, buddy. Probably getting you people seasick up there.
Okay, so we're gonna go talk to another Dampier farm, and they're over here. Okay, just right there. That'll work. Good. Okay, so I want to let you guys. He's gonna introduce himself. Tell you about your Instagram account, and They're Deputy certified, right?
Yep.
And I so believe in this movement, so like, I want to hear it.
Excellent. So I'm Myron from Can Essentials, and we're a farm just out. And we're Dragonfly Earth Resistant Pure. We grow in greenhouses with supplemental light, full climate control. We're using our own living soil. That's my cousin's our master grower. It's something that he's developed. We're using some K&F as well, but it's following Dragonfly as well. And we have beds that go right into the native soil. The beds are now 4 years old, living soil, like amazing. And we use like some foliars and some. But it's all compost teas and ferments that we can make ourselves. We used to have to do a lot of feeding the soil, but now that our beds are as old as they are, they don't need a lot. So the microbes are all pretty healthy in there, and the soil's fully alive.
I was just going to say the microbes. You're really farming microbes, right? Over 4 years.
We're farming microbes and we're farming soil to get and the worms are coming up in the beds and the hands to sink in. But the key, what we're trying to do is a little bit different. Is we're trying to grow in this environmentally sustainable way we can, but quality enough to compete in the marketplace as top shelf indoor. And we're doing it, and it's taken us 4 years to get to this point. And in terms of like everything we've been trying and to do it at scale, and the results are just they've been pretty out of control.
And that's where we're getting to. Tara's, a lot of her friends are growers, so they understand the how, but they might not understand the why. So why do you grow the way you do? We understand maybe it's organic, it's no-till, but why? Why is it better?
Because if you keep the plants doing what plants do, plants are stronger, they're more resistant. They're able to do what they do best. And as long as you have healthy from start to finish, and you've got a healthy environment that's going on, then you don't have to be pushing the plants to limits they should have, and weakens the plant's immunities, and produces side effects, and you get pests, and you get problems. And so what we're doing it because it makes it, actually in some respects, easier for us to do what we do. We don't have to do as much pest management. We don't have to worry about if we can keep the conditions where they need to be. It's not easy. Conditions are the hardest things to follow, especially in a greenhouse. I mean, it is, we're in Oregon growing in a greenhouse, and you have to start doing creative things with humidity that you don't really think about.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a little bit different than most people think too, because most people think you want to dry things out, but you don't want to dry things out. I'm going to show.
Oh, here's some flower, guys. Check
It's
this out.
gorgeous.
Oh, look at this
sour
nuts.
diesel.
Look at that. Oh my gosh.
It's gorgeous. And I can smell it from here.
And then I'm going to show you one more.
Nice.
That was my next question. Can a consumer tell the difference when they crack the jar open in the dispenser?
Can tell the difference because of the taste. Because it's not just about.
Oh my gosh, the smell. I can smell it. It cracked that jar.
It's also about clean burning and clean flavor. That's
It's
the
gorgeous.
Polynesian.
Look at that.
Thin Mint. That's Girl Scout cookie
Gorgeous.
cross with Face Off OG. It's an archive seed.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you guys see that?
Yeah,
Look
it's
at how
pretty.
frosty that is.
Take that off for just a minute. Take your light off for a minute.
Sure.
Yeah, and then let the camera focus. There you go. You can really, yeah.
So,
Isn't that gorgeous?
That's nice. Wow.
yeah, so, and it's all for us about clean burn, taste, not just smell. And that's
Tell some of our friends, we were actually just debating the other day whether you have to flush organics. Of course you do, correct?
no, but standard, it depends what you're saying organic. So what we're doing is we're not feeding the plant. So you don't have to flush anything. We're feeding the soil and we're giving light foliars. We don't flush. There's no reason to flush. And what we're using is natural. We don't use any factory farm byproducts. The only thing that we use is an animal product, is a little bit of fish bone meal in our soil. Everything is plant. Terpenes are from plants. Why would we be flushing out like that? So, anyway, it's been great talking to you guys.
Hey,
Where
Our
can people
Instagram
find your
handle.
flower?
Yes.
So you can find us all over Portland. The stores are all over Portland. You can go on our website, which is www.canessentials, spelled like this, Canna, 2 N's, Essentials, 2 S's. And our Instagram is Can Essentials as well, and all over Eugene as well. Actually, we're all over the state.
Hey, I believe in your movement, man. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Humidor, awesome interview. You were doing so well, so well. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I think we might, yeah. So hey guys, as I do. I think we're going to close this one down. We might be live in the Cannabis Club later. I don't know what else we're doing. I have no idea. So, bye.